Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Stephen Josie, the one and only. Welcome back to another episode of The Unknown Pharaoh. And I got a current event topic for you today. Yes, I do. We're going to talk about Donald J. Trump being impeached. And what I want to address is what the impeachment actually is, what it isn't, and my thoughts on the whole impeachment process and what's going on with Donald Trump. So let's hop into it. So first, let's address what impeachment isn't. Now, if you ask the normal person on the street, you say, "What when the president's impeached? What does that mean?" They're gonna say something like, "Oh, well, that means he's gonna get out of the office. He won't be there no more, or what have you." And that is wrong. That is not what impeachment means. All impeachment means is to bring to charges. Now, what that means is that the House of Representatives, you know, they come up with a list of articles they feel the president has violated. In this case, for number 45, the articles are obstruction of Congress, which pretty much means that, hey, you did things to stop Congress from investigating the laws you potentially violated as a president of the United States. And we got abuse of power, which that pretty much means is Donald Trump was abusing his power as a president when he was talking with other foreign leaders trying to get information on Joe Biden's son, trying to figure out some dirty stuff on him so he could win the 2020 election. Okay, cool. So we've got that covered. Impeachment does not mean you're removed from office. It means that you are brought to charges. Now, let's explain how this works. This is how it works. So one, the House of Representatives come up with articles they feel like the president has violated. Okay, cool. In this case, as I mentioned, in this case we got abuse of power and we have obstruction of justice from Congress. Okay, cool. So we got that. Now the way this works is the House of Representatives takes a majority vote. A majority vote pretty much means that, hey, whoever whoever falls on which side you think is guilty or not guilty, then you move forward. If you got the majority guilty, then you'll move to the next step. Now, the next step is impeachment, but the impeachment doesn't officially begin until the articles are relinquished over to the Senate. Now, what the Senate does is they have the actual trial. You are officially impeached. Technically, Donald Trump has been impeached because Nancy Pelosi has decided to withhold the articles of impeachment from Senate for reasons of having a fair trial. Now, I will admit that is very clever of Nancy Pelosi. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater. Let me give it up to you. I mean, goodness, that's good. If it was me, I would do it during the time. If I was releasing those articles, I would do it during the time of his actual campaign for 2020. You know what I mean? To have him distracted, and now you're throwing nasty stuff into the media when you bringing witnesses up there and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. So respecting you, Nancy Pelosi, that stuff was clever as a mug. Boy, you know what I'm saying? You thinking. Okay, cool. Now, where was I? Boom. All right, so technically Donald Trump has not been impeached because those articles have not been submitted to the Senate yet. Now, once the Senate actually gets the articles, they create a trial, and then we're going to decide whether Donald Trump should be removed from office based on his actions. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how it works. When he is officially impeached, and if he wins or loses the trial, let's say he loses, then he can possibly be prosecuted as an average citizen, and face jail time for the things that he supposedly have done. Now, on to the third thing I want to address is my opinion on this thing. Man, I personally think it's a waste of time. I mean, it's clear, the Dems been trying to get Trump out of there from the beginning. They try everything, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is another thing that's just gonna fall flat on his face. And then what's gonna make it worse is I did my research because I was too young to actually experience this firsthand. But from what I understand, Bill Clinton was impeached. You know what I'm saying? He was impeached. But it didn't go through the Senate. It died within the Senate. So once that happened, Bill Clinton, his popularity rose. You know what I'm saying? He could play the victim card, and Donald Trump did the same thing. Because as soon as if this doesn't work out for the Democrats, then Donald Trump's going to campaign. He's a a hell of a salesman, a marketing genius. You know what I'm saying? He gonna campaign playing the victim all day. Like, hey, they've been trying to get me out since I sat in this chair. You know what I'm saying? Since I got in the White House, they've been trying to get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna secure 2020. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a wrap. That's my opinion on it. Because as of right now, like that's why I say Nancy Pelosi is very smart and not releasing the stuff immediately to the Senate because you so within the House of Representatives, no Republican was in favor of impeachment, not one. You know what I mean? Now just imagine if Nancy Pelosi released those articles to the Senate as of today. I mean, you're gonna have a real tough time convincing 20 Republicans who they didn't agree with it on the House Representative side to agree with it now within the Senate. It's probably not going to happen. So, in my opinion, it's a waste of time. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to make this video long. I hope I educated you, letting you guys know what impeachment is and what it isn't. And I think it's important. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important for you guys to know some of these things because, I'm not. I follow more of a Dr. Claude Anderson policy, as in, I mean, you shouldn't do anything. You shouldn't vote. You shouldn't vote because your ancestors, they died for the ability to vote. No, they didn't. They didn't die for no ability to vote. You know what I'm saying? No one did that. No one said, "Oh, yeah, I'll die for my the next generation be able to vote." No one ever did anything like that. The only reason to vote is for benefits. There's no other reason to vote. But I do think it is helpful for us to, know actually what's going on within politics. You know what I'm saying? It can't hurt. You know what I mean? Knowledge is power. And if we're recognizing what's going on within politics, you know what I mean, then we can possibly, force people, since everyone, especially Democrats, they need our vote. We can force people like, hey, I've been paying attention to what's going on. I'm gonna need these benefits or you will not get my vote. You know what I'm saying? So it can't do nothing but help. We need to look at these things because the world is, and if we're not paying attention, then things can slip between the cracks. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, this is Stephen Josie, the one and only. Hope I helped you out with this impeachment craziness. You know what I'm saying? And make it complicated for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm here, to break it down for you nice and simple. With that being said, it's the unknown Pharaoh, Stephen Josie. I'm out. Peace.